Can I start by asking you to just briefly introduce who you are and where you are?
I'm Jan Hiddink. I'm a professor in marine biology. I work in the School of Ocean Sciences at Bangor University.
I'm Mike Camplin. I work for Natural Resources Wales. I manage our marine monitoring team that undertakes marine monitoring around the Welsh coast, and I'm based in the southwest of Wales in Pembrokeshire.
So the project that you are supervising, the title is The Effect of Anchoring Disturbance on Seabed Ecosystems. And I wanted to ask you first, where did this idea originate?
One of the reasons why I came up with this idea about looking at the effect of anchoring is that because during the COVID lockdown, I went for lots of walks close to my house and was seeing all the big vessels anchored up in Red Dwarf Bay. That made me wonder about what the effect of this anchoring by these very large ships with these very large anchors actually has on the seabed. Related to that, I've done a lot of research before on looking at the effect of bottom fisheries on the seabed. So there's some nice parallels there.
My interest in this started quite some time back in the late 90s at SuMMeR in southwest Pembrokeshire, which is a marine conservation zone, a protected marine site. The team there had, as part of their activity monitoring, been logging the numbers of vessels anchoring in St Bride's Bay. And over the years, as we ran through into the 2000s, the numbers of vessels and the period they'd been anchoring for was increasing. And of course, we wondered a bit about the impact of this increased anchoring on a protected site. And I guess it was around that time that Jan got in touch and we sort of joined up.
There's two more supervisors. There's Dr. Matthew Witt, who's working at Exeter University, and he has got expertise in looking at human impacts on marine organisms. And then we've got Adele Heenan, and she works for Global Fishing Watch. Global Fishing Watch is an organization that uses AIS data, that's automatic identification systems, and Global Fishing Watch has been using this data to map distribution of anchoring activity.
What kind of person should be applying for this?
Well, in the ideal world, they have to have expertise in all the kind of things that we're interested in, but in reality, we don't expect people to have expertise in all these different things.
Right, because PhDs involve training as well as part of the transformative process.
So depending on basically where the strengths of the candidates lie, we can target training in other areas. Many people with PhDs in working in these kind of areas may continue working for the kind of organizations that Mike is working for, so Natural Resources Wales or Joint Nature Conservation Council.
Yeah, Mike, do you have anything to add about
Yeah, so Jan's quite right. But then there's also the sort of private sector where you'll be aware there's big developments going on at the moment with wind farms and offshore energy, and that's all about activities and the potential for impacts on seabed.
They would first have to start by actually finding out what is already known by doing a review of the literature. Then the second major task would probably have to be quantifying the amount of physical disturbance that these anchors are causing on the seabed. The project does involve a substantial field component as well.
We'll be more than happy to have the student accompany us on some of our field work. We have ongoing monitoring in St Bride's Bay, where we know we have anchoring at the moment. But we also occasionally go out and do side scan and drop down video. So there's plenty of opportunities to have people come along and join us out in the field.
We want to really encourage people to apply who maybe are unsure, but to ask questions of you. Are you open to potential applicants being in touch?
Yeah, of course. I'd be very happy to receive emails or have a chat with people online if they prefer that, to try and clarify what this PhD